Hello my dear learners! Welcome back to our video lesson. Are you ready for today's lesson? Please bring out your Quarter 4 Week 4 module in Disaster Readiness and Risk Reduction, your assessment paper, and of course, your pen. Also, don't forget to always wash your hands and follow safety protocols. We are now ready to start our lesson. This is Sir JAHZEEL saying, just stay focused, just be happy, and just continue watching our video for today. Let's begin. Before we start our lesson for today, let's have a review of our past lesson about the different tools used for monitoring hydrometeorological hazards in this activity called Remember Me. Are you ready? Amazing! Here are the instructions. Identify what tool for monitoring hydrometeorological hazards is shown on the screen. What do you think is this tool? Amazing! The correct answer is thermometer. Let's have the next one. What about this? Do you know this tool? Great! The answer is thermograph. Let's have number 3. What about this one? Can you tell me what type of barometer is this? Good job! The correct answer is aneroid. Next question. Can you tell me what is this tool? Very good! The correct answer is barograph. Let's have number 5. What about this one? What do you call this tool? Awesome! The correct answer is hygrometer. Congratulations everyone! You did a fantastic job. It seems that you have understood our previous topic. Now, I think we are now ready to start our next discussion. To unlock our topic today, I will give you another activity. This activity is called What's Common? Are you ready? Let's go! What do you think these things have in common? How are they connected? Great! They are all capable of producing or causing a fire. Great job, everyone! Our topic today is all about the different causes of fire hazards and how to avoid them. Before we dig deeper into it, I will first present to you the objectives of this lesson. Your goal for today is to identify the different causes of fire, differentiate natural and human-made causes of fire, apply precautionary measures in addressing fire incidents in real-life situations. Let us first define what is the meaning of the word fire. Fire is a combustion or burning in which substances combine chemically with oxygen from the air and typically give out bright light, heat, and smoke. I know that we are all familiar with fire because we use it in our daily life. Can you think of different ways we are using fire? I will give you 5 seconds to type your answers in the comment box. Very good! we use fire to cook our food. Our transportation vehicles like cars, motorcycles, buses, ships, and airplanes. They all need fire to start the engine through combustion. It can also be our source of light. Speaking of which, did you know that our main source of light on Earth, the sun, produces heat and flames that are unlike the fire we are using? For us to produce fire here on Earth, we need oxygen. But the sun does not need oxygen for its flames because it is caused by a nuclear reaction. This means light particles are smashing into each other very fast. This is what scientists call fusion, and it can cause other elements and atoms to be created. All this activity causes a lot of energy to be released, which heats everything near it. In short, there is no normal flame in the sun, at least not like the flames we have in a fire here on Earth. Now you know. Fire is also one of our main sources of electricity. Burning fossil fuels like coal, oil, and natural gases produce heat which is used to generate steam to drive the turbines to generate electricity. Also, without fire, manufacturers and companies won't be able to produce steel, iron, and metals, which we use to construct houses and buildings. Did you know? Some Filipino ethnic groups here in the Philippines also uses fire for their religious rituals. They burn animals and plants as part of worshipping their gods and goddesses. Those are some of the major uses of fire in our lives. Not to mention the basic ones like when we want to avoid mosquito bites or dengue. Also, how would we drink our hot coffee or chocolate when there is no fire? I am sure we can imagine how our lives will be without it. But what if fire itself destroys everything we have? Or even someone we love? We have known how useful it is, but we also know how destructive it can be. Did you know? Here in the Philippines, a total of 2,103 fire incidents were recorded in January and February 2022, with an increase of 12.9% from only 1,863 incidents in the same period in 2021. Wow! Now you know. With these statistics, we should know how we can avoid fire incidents that may lead to property damages and human casualties. But how can we do that? That's correct. We should first know the different causes of fire. There are two major causes of fire. We have natural and man-made or human cause of fire. Let us first know what are the natural causes of fire. What comes to your mind when we say natural causes of fire? When we say natural, it means that the fire is caused by naturally occurring events or phenomena. An example of this is lightning. Lightning that strikes any combustible material which can set trees on fire that might eventually result in forest fire or wildfire. Lightning is extremely hot that a flash can heat the air around it to temperatures 5 times hotter than the sun's surface. And each bolt can contain up to 1 billion volts of electricity, which can easily cause a fire. That is why it is considered the most common natural cause of fire. Another natural cause of fire is volcanic activity. What do you know about volcanoes? When we say volcano, we think of lava, thick clouds of ash, explosions, and pyroclastic flows. This causes fire specifically in the areas near an active volcano. When a volcano erupts, volcanic ashes, lavas, and pyroclastic materials reach nearby community households and cause a fire. It can also cause wildfires in the nearby forest. Another natural cause of fire is the extremely hot weather temperature. Some countries experience extremely hot temperatures during summer. Due to drought, leaves and grass start to dry on forest areas and farmlands, which can easily start a fire and cause wildfires and forest fires. Did you know that Mali is the hottest country in the world with an average yearly temperature of 28.83 degrees Celsius? Located in West Africa, a large part of Mali is covered by Sahara Desert, and most of the country receives minimal rain, making drought a frequent concern. Now you know. Here in the Philippines, the highest temperature recorded was 42.2 degrees Celsius in Tuguegarao City on April 22, 1912. Now you know. When we say human causes of fire, it means that the fire is due to the products of human errors or machine failures. Wildfires or forest fires are caused by human activities such as machinery sparks when cutting logs in the forest, castaway cigarette butts in the dried grasses, and sometimes due to kaingin or even arson, or human-inflicted fire by directly setting the area to burn. Can you think of how we might start a fire hazard at home? I will give you 5 seconds. Amazing! Let's have number 1. Cooking equipment. A while ago, we talked about how useful fire is, especially in cooking our food. But that convenience also comes with great danger if we are not going to use it properly and carefully. Pots and pans can be overheated when a person gets distracted while cooking or leaves cooking unattended. This is the most common cause of house fire. How can we avoid it? Number 1. Do not leave your cooking unattended. Focus on cooking and refrain from texting or browsing the internet to avoid distractions. Keep handles of pots and pans turned in. If your kitchen is located where people frequently walk by, turn the handles where they will not be hit by anyone. Do not put anything that catches fire near your stove or burner. When cooking, remove things and materials that can easily catch fire like kitchen towels, pot holders, and other materials that can start a fire. Don't forget to close the gas tank after cooking. It is better to always close the gas tanks after cooking because gas might leak and can cause an explosion and fire. Aside from cooking, another human cause of fire is number 2, cigarette smoking. Mostly, cigarette fires are due to improper disposal of cigarette butts that are still lit. Normally, it will start outdoor and then spread out until it reaches some structures nearby. In some cases, house fire due to cigarette is caused by human negligence like falling asleep while smoking or smoking near flammable materials. And the victims include not only the smokers, but their families, friends, and neighbors. How do we avoid fire caused by cigarette smoking? Number 1. Do not smoke in bed or anywhere that you might fall asleep. If you smoke your cigarette, make sure that you finish it before sleeping because it might fall on something that can easily catch fire like your carpet or blankets. Number 2. It is better to smoke outside where you are far from anything that might start a fire. Number 3. Do not discard cigarettes in potted plants, landscaping vegetation, or bark dust. They can easily catch fire. Make sure that you put out the fire in your cigarette and dispose it properly. Number 4. Use deep sturdy ashtray or a non-combustible container that cannot be tipped over. Use glass or porcelain ashtrays to avoid cigarettes from burning. Do not use trays that are combustible like plastic or wood, and avoid containers that can easily fall. Avoid smoking near combustible materials. Avoid smoking when you are near flammable materials like gasoline, flammable oils, or oxygen tanks. It might explode when the cigarette fire gets in contact with these materials. Aside from cigarettes, we also have number 3, electrical cause. Electrical problem is one of the causes of structure fires and fire deaths. Fire incidents due to electrical wiring are caused by faulty wirings and faulty equipment or appliances. How can we avoid it? Number 1. Avoid overloading outlets. One outlet is to one high wattage appliance at a time. An outlet might overload if you put too much high wattage equipment in one outlet. Separate them for safety. Number 2. Don't use extension cord with a major appliance like a television, air conditioner, or refrigerator. Plug it in a major power outlet. Extension cords might overheat when you plug a heavy wattage appliance. They are not for appliances that need so much electricity. Next one. Before using a lamp bulb, check the box or label first. The wattage of the bulb should match the recommended set by the lamp manufacturer. It might explode if you use higher wattage in running the light bulb. Do regular checking of cords and replace them immediately if damaged. If you notice wires that are damaged and stripped, fix them as soon as possible because it can cause short circuit and might start a fire. Aside from electrical, we also have number 4, candles. Though solar lights are popular these days, during blackout or power outage, candles are still one of the most popular sources of light because it is always available, even in sari-sari stores. A candle can cause fire when it is not used properly or placed in areas near objects that can easily catch fire. How can we avoid fire caused by candles? Number 1. Use candle holders that are stable to prevent the candle from falling into the floor or near something flammable or something that easily burns. Keep candles at least 12 inches away from anything that can burn. Make sure that if in case it falls, it won't get contact with any flammable materials. Blow out candles when you leave the room or go to bed. Avoid the use of candles in rooms where people may fall asleep. It is best to put out the candle fire when it is not in use to make sure no accidents will occur. Never burn a candle if medical oxygen or any flammable substance is nearby. Make sure no flammable liquids or gas are near when using candles to avoid fire explosions. Those are some of human causes of fires and how we can avoid them from happening. Now that you have learned about the natural and human cause of fire, can you tell me how they are different or similar with each other? Type your answers in the comment box. I will give you 10 seconds. Fantastic! Now, it's time to apply the things you have learned in today's episode by doing this activity entitled Do or Don't. Different situations involving fire hazards will be flashed on the screen. In the comment box, type Do if the statement shows the proper way of preventing fire hazard, and type Don't if it does not. Are you ready? Let's have number 1. Mr. Juan de la Cruz smokes outside their house and throws his still lit cigarette in the trash can. What is your answer? Do or don't? Amazing! The correct answer is don't, because we should always make sure that the cigarette's fire is completely put out before putting it in the trash can. Let's have number 2. Miss Juana uses extension cord for her refrigerator and microwave oven. Is your answer do or don't? If your answer is don't, then you are correct. Plugging in high wattage appliances in one extension cord can cause it to overheat. Here is number 3. Pedro asked an electrician to fix faulty wiring in his house. What is your answer to this one? Is it do or don't? Absolutely, it is do. If you see faulty wiring, do not fix it on your own if you do not know what to do. Better ask an expert to fix it to avoid a short circuit. Now, let's move on to number 4. During the blackout, Maria made sure that the lit candle is far from anything that might catch fire. What is your answer? Do or don't? If your answer is do, then you are correct. Always place lit candles at least 12 inches away from anything combustible. Now, we have number 5. While cooking, Anna is busy using her phone, checking messages, and browsing her Instagram. What do you think of this situation? Is it do or don't? Great! The correct answer is don't. We should always focus on what we are doing and refrain from doing something unnecessary because it might get burned and cause fire. How many correct answers did you get? Amazing! Give yourself a clap. Congratulations everyone! You did a fantastic job. To sum up today's lesson, what did you learn in this episode? Type your answers in the comment box. We'll give you 5 seconds. That's right. Today, you have learned about the different causes of fire, the difference between natural and human cause of fire, and the different precautionary measures in preventing fire. Why do you think it is important for us to learn about this topic? I will give you 10 seconds to type your answers. We all know how dangerous fire can be if not handled immediately. Within minutes, our properties will be gone. As the Filipino saying goes, mas mabuti na ang manakawan kaysa masunugan. Why? Because thieves can only get some of your belongings, but fire can take away everything you have worked hard for. Not only the material things, but more importantly, our loved ones. That is why we should protect them and remember the things you have learned today. That's it for our topic today. I hope that you have learned something from this episode. See you again in our next video lesson. This is Sir JAHZEEL saying, just stay focused, just be happy, and just wait for our next disaster readiness and risk reduction episode. Bye!